All right, man.
Apple Music be acting so crazy on this computer.
What'd you say?
I said Apple Music be acting so slow on this computer.
First one of the new year. It's really 2024.
All right, niggas is
We are
really
really
30
30.
now.
It's all down here from here.
Bro, why is
Nah, I'm
my
playing.
Apple Music acting? Oh my god. And I don't have my phone on me. That's the bullshit.
What you want to play?
I was trying to play Welcome Back by fucking Mace.
Mace?
Yeah. Oh, now it won't work. It's bullshit. It's like, oh no, don't let him do it. I got it. I got it. All right, I got it up.
The existential dread you get as an overthinker and like living alone and being sick. You just sit there like I could die right now and nobody knows. My body gonna be stinking for weeks. Anyway, that's not how we're gonna start out 2024. All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the True Line Crosses podcast. I'm Quan.
And I'm schooled.
My opening question is light this week. Now that 2023 is over, what is the name of that chapter in your book?
Holy fuck.
Okay. Why?
Because like, how the hell did I survive? Like, by the like nick of my like teeth, like the skin of my teeth. It was just like, all right, we're gonna just get through this obstacle, and we're gonna get through this obstacle, like. And it was just like, by the end of the day, it was, or by the end of the year, it was just like, whoo, nigga, we made it. Like,
No.
we made it through all the like hardships, all the like looking for jobs. Like, nigga started 2024 with a job.
Wait, I got applause
Like,
here somewhere.
back back in school, like shit. I gotta do classwork as soon as we get off of here because I got work at 4 o'clock. It's just like, ooh, life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basketball start back up, and like so practices on Tuesday and Thursday. My life been all over the place. 2024. So
That's dope.
it's like I gotta get this car fixed first, so then I can get the wife off of my back.
Okay.
She's like, "You doing too much. We only got one car," and it's like, "Shh." like,
Yeah.
right? Like I know, but I got this. Like,
Yeah.
I got this. Like,
Yeah.
my job been real flexible. Like, I was supposed to go in this morning, and like, I was just like, all right, like, she works in the morning. I work in the morning. Yeah, nah, I can't keep throwing the back and forth at 9 o'clock in the morning just to like get her to the babysitter and get here on time. They was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine. I'm just like, bet. Like, I appreciate it. They switched my schedule to fit my basketball schedule. I ain't even like, I was like, I had already told like the kids, like, oh yeah, like I'm probably not gonna be at our like next two practices because of my work schedule. Got home from practice that night and my schedule was changed. I was like, oh
Dope.
shit. Like, so yeah. 2024 is looking good right now. You know.
No.
Still got some things to like make up for from 2023. But
Yeah. Cool. Um,
This
Mine
was supposed to be a
is
simple question, and I kind of just
no.
like.
That's the point. That's the point. To like expound. Mine, I would say, is really right before 30. The amount of times I said that in 2023 was like, because like I told you, I was talking to my therapist all 2023, and I was just like, I just don't want to go into 30 being fucked up. And her point was like, well, what is being fucked up? I was just like, I don't want to be emotionally unavailable. I don't want to be unstable. I don't want to be. Oh shit! It's snowing. Anyway, um, it's literally snowing right now. I don't want to. I don't know about you, but like we both grew up in the hood. Like we've seen people in their 30s who we felt like we had like more of a reign on life than they did
Yeah.
at like 15, 16.
Yeah.
And I just didn't want to be that. Like, and granted, if I look at like the totality of my life, I'm not that at all. Like obviously,
Yeah.
like my credit is good. Like I'm in my own spot. I got 2 degrees. I'm like, I'm well past that.
You doing pretty good for yourself. It's just you
But
hold yourself to a higher standard, so it's just like
it's like I lost my first job at 29, right before 30. Like, I lost so much weight in 2019 that I had to have gallbladder surgery because my body was like, "You doing too much." And then I gained all of that weight back right before 30. Like, I just want to be like a better example for myself. There were so many times in 2023 that I said, I just want like the old me back. Like
yeah,
I want to be better than I am right now. And that's sad because better than what I am right now was a couple years ago,
yeah.
not like ahead of me,
I
you know?
want I want the old Kanye.
um, I say all of that to say I am optimistic about just life in general. I thank God that I made it to 30 because I know plenty of people who didn't.
Yeah,
Like, I know people who went out at 16, 17, and it's like, I don't know if they had the thought of like 30 in their mind. They probably thought they were going to go out at 20.
yeah. Like you gotta think it's like we celebrate making it to 21 most times. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
where we from, it's like, hey nigga, it's your 21st birthday, nigga. Like
Yeah.
like turn the fuck up. Like and like everybody celebrates their 21st birthday, but it
But it's
means something
different.
different in the
Like,
hood.
it's
Like
different.
it,
Yeah.
it means something different. So it's just like, well, you see, one thing 2024 hasn't changed. Nigga still ain't got his hair done. This shit's ridiculous.
I got my hair cut on my birthday because I was like, I'm not about to like go out bad on my birthday. That's
I
crazy.
I asked to get my hair done on like New Year's Eve. I asked to get my hair done the day before I started work. Shit. One of these days, it's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Um. But anyway, yeah, that was our opening topic. How was your break? How was Christmas? How was your birthday? How was New Year's? All that.
Everything was cool. Like it wasn't like it was pretty mild mannered. Like didn't really do much.
Yeah.
Focused on the kids for the holidays and shit. So it wasn't too much
Yeah.
to do. And then it's cold as hell. Like this is a winter. It ain't snowed much, but
Yeah.
this weather is wintering its ass off.
As it's literally snowing right now.
Like,
I wish I could show it. Hold on, I'm gonna see.
no,
Oh,
yeah,
you could
like
kind of see it.
We haven't like it's flurried over here some, but we
Yeah.
haven't really gotten like we got like sleet. It flurried for like 5 minutes, and then everything else was just like hard rain.
Mm.
So I mean, kids are happy. They back in school, so I'm happy. I ain't gonna, even though it's
Okay.
like I started work, so it's like my mornings still consist of like getting up and doing shit. It's
Yeah.
just like, everything
Has
is back
Kobe
to.
really experienced like real snow?
Uh, I feel like it snowed last winter,
Mm.
and she was able to go outside, but she was only one, so she probably don't like recall it.
She got a birthday coming up.
Yeah, 2 days.
Jeez.
Niggas is getting old out here, man. It's like it'd be worse because like now that I'm working, it's like I don't look 30. So like the people who don't know my age just be like kicking it with me, and I'm just like, y'all are so young.
Yeah, just saying dumb shit.
It's like it's like oh how I wish I could be so young, so young and naive.
Yeah.
Just a wonderful thing to
Like,
see.
nah, I really love her. We've been together for 2 months. Yes, he drives my car around, but he wouldn't have no woman in there.
It's like
Like,
one of
oh,
the
baby.
one of the dudes I ain't got cool with. He'd be like, yeah, like I'm gonna just play the long game with some of these bitches, and I'm like, nah, that's probably ass backwards, cause like you want to get in and get out because you don't want these bitches to like you for real, like, and even if you do, like most of them not gonna last. Like most of
Yeah,
these,
so fuck respecting them. Like,
like, but
no need for
like,
that.
I mean, respect is earned. Respect is earned, not given. Like I don't care. And if we're being like honest, respect is lost. Like like I'm gonna start off respecting you because I don't
Yeah,
if I'm a respectful person, like I don't have no reason not to respect you. But once you
yeah.
give me a reason not to respect you, don't be mad if like I look at you a little different. Like you caused me to look at you this way, not me. Like,
That's true. I feel like there's this the beginning of Black on Both Sides by Mos Def. The first song he just opens with like people got to understand that they are valuable not because of like their money or the shit that they have. They are valuable because they are human and like so you don't. Well, one, you're valuable because God created you, and like whether you understand that value or not is on you. It's not like you don't earn a bunch of money and get a bunch of houses and then you sit there and you be like, oh, I'm valuable, because even those people are like they need more. And so until you realize that like God created me and that's why I am valuable, then you'll never like respect yourself. You'll never respect people around you because your mindset is like, I just need to earn more and then I'll be valuable.
you probably one of the only people I know, even in the midst of like him calling Drake music shopping music, that could quote Most Def or anything that Most Def has done. You know.
Okay.
And I like Most Def music, but like I'm not out here listening to Most Def albums.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, Black on Both Sides is a classic. Hang on.
yes, yes, but
Miss Fat Booty is a classic.
I'm not going. I don't go back to listen to Most Def that often. Like I do
Okay.
agree with his opinion on Drake's music. I don't know if he should have called it shopping music.
Is what exactly did he say? I saw like the headline, but I was just
So
like,
the girl he was being interviewed by asked him, "Was Drake's music hip hop?"
mm,
And just from his initial reaction, you could tell he just wanted to be like, "No." But he was like, and then he kind of made it worse because he was like, Drake is pop. He was like, kind of reminds me of shopping music. And he was like, he has the music like if you're walking around the store, like you hear, and it was just like, it was like he's not wrong because that happens. Like even at my job, like Drake will come on our our hit station because
Yeah, but Drake 5 a.m. Toronto is not coming on the hit
no.
station. You know, like
And like that's what like a lot of the comments was like, oh, Drake is like 25% hip hop, 75% pop, and it's like it just depends on what, because you can find whatever you're looking for
yeah,
from Drake. So
literally.
it kind of just depends on like what you're listening to. Like,
Yeah. I
but
think he said something
I
like
agree.
he's Target, and like that's true because, like you said, you can find anything you want from him. Like you just gotta shop for it. You just
Yeah.
gotta pick and choose. That's so. And that's the thing. I love. Well, his name is Yasin Bey. I do love his music. I do think he has a classic album. I do think he's one of the top tier lyricists that we've ever seen. But like that sentiment of Drake is pop, I feel like it's so dismissive, and I feel like we gotta stop doing that because Drake never said I'm pop. He's always like held the hip hop flag, and I feel like we gotta stop doing that when our artists get super like popular
Yeah.
because he started in hip hop. He's not one of. He's not fucking. What the fuck is his name?
And he doesn't make pop music. Like
Yeah,
even his like dancey like Hotline Bling wasn't a pop song. It wasn't a rap song. Like if
yeah,
that's what we're going to base hip hop off of, it's just strictly rap.
yeah.
Then no, Drake is not hip hop. But
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about the five elements of hip hop, no, he's not like b boy dancing. He's not like he's not spray painting shit. Like he's not. He doesn't DJ, but he is an MC. Like that's one of the elements, my nigga.
even if he's not like a lyricist, like he's
And even in that, I think he can be. I mean, I know, I know Quentin Miller. I know, like,
yeah,
but
he can be with help. But like
do we really think that Drake didn't write a lot of his shit? I think he wrote majority of his shit because he writes for other people too.
I think, but do he write raps for other people? Because I feel like a lot of that shit be like him writing like Party Next Door type songs. And
He wrote for Kanye. Everybody writes for Kanye.
but that's my point. Like Kanye released some shit where he was just like beep beep boop bop.
Well, Kanye wrote that. And that's why that nigga don't need to write.
But like, you don't need. But that's my point. Like you don't need to be a lyricist to write for Kanye. Like,
But lyricists do write for Kanye.
I could write for Kanye. Like he gonna find a way to make that shit sound. Like he gonna find a way to make that shit sound good. Like,
I mean, okay. Drake he has an asterisk because of like the Quentin Miller shit, and we don't know who else writes for him. But we do know other people write for him. They just probably signed the NDA where Quentin Miller.
or they just
I mean, he
homies
didn't.
to where they don't say nothing because I'm pretty sure like if you listen to like Her Loss, 21 either helped or wrote a lot of those verses, even if he
Yeah.
wasn't on the song. Like it
Yeah.
just got like a 21 Savage feel to it. Just like there's a song on 21 new album that has like a Drakey feel to it, and I like
That's
the
one of the
song.
songs I didn't like on it too.
Like, I like the song because it's like he still was able to stay 21 Savage. Like he rapping about killing you the whole fucking song.
The
So
whole album, like the whole album.
and it's all over like R&B, like slow, soulful, like meaningful beats. Like
It was some lazy sampling on that album, though. Like,
you thought so?
yeah, I
Uh,
mean, especially that fucking the song with what's the singer? Um, her face is in my head right now. She has
uh,
tattoos on her face.
Summer Walker.
Summer Walker.
You tripping?
That was
That
some lazy sampling.
out.
I mean, it's a bunch of singing over top of her singing.
I don't know. But that's not her. That's the sample.
The
Like
sample, I know. Like,
she's not on the hook at all though. I don't think. I think she just got a verse. I think that's the
my point is, it's not creative. Like the chopping of the samples weren't creative. If it's
shit.
most of the song is the sample singing, it's like you didn't really do much with this.
I feel about the Brent Fiyaz track. I feel like
I
you're
don't even remember it.
uh,
I'm sure it was good though. I fuck with Brent.
yeah, I was about to say, I feel like you're our residential Brent Fiyaz fan, and I don't dislike him. My problem with Brent Fiyaz is the same problem I have with Bryson Tiller.
Say it.
Like, just find a different like pitch or range, and
Yeah.
bro, like you get on every track sounding like Brent Fiyaz. Like it's like the tracks aren't made like in order for him to be on the track, it has to be made for him.
Yeah. There's no like dynamic range. I get what you're saying. I have the same issue with Caribou. She just like no matter the song, it's the same flow and it's
like
the same, and she sound like that. It's like you really don't want to be here.
like Bryson Tiller makes the most unenthusiastic music ever. Look, he made me dislike a Lola Brooke song, and I was just
No, that first album was really good.
no, it
There
wasn't,
was
bro.
like
No, it wasn't.
he had some peaks.
Like it was Don't, and then a whole bunch of songs that sounded like Don't.
That's not Timberland's fault.
I don't care who fault it is. Because like even if it's the producer fault, like you ain't have to sing the same way on every song either. Like it's like that
um,
one ASAP Rocky album. I think it was called Wasted. I remember I put that shit on in the shower, and that shit played through, and I thought it was one long ass
the
song.
same song.
I was like, damn,
It's
that
a
was
long
10
ass
songs.
song. It's a long ass song. It's over. What the fuck?
Because I was literally like, I was like, damn, I was in the shower for a minute. Like music just stopped playing, or was that just like one song? Like, that was a long ass song. Got out the shower, like, oh, that was just how the album sounded. Which I mean, it's not like I guess a bad thing. Like,
No, it is. It is.
it's like it was consistent.
I feel like, I feel like a lot of artists now are just like here for the money. And I mean, that's not necessarily their fault. Like hip hop is very lucrative, but
Yeah,
like I feel like the passion for it is missing in a lot of artists. Not all of them, obviously, but like a lot of them, it's there's no like real passion there, and that could be because like music is missing in schools.
yeah. It's kind of like podcasting. Like it's so accessible to people. It's like, oh, why not try and do it? Like, why
Yeah,
not like get into it? Shit, I be sitting
but
here some days like, nigga, I could get a little reverb, some auto tune.
well, I said I'm putting out an album like soon.
Nah, man, you know I got a verse for you. Just
Nah.
gonna put some pen to paper one of these days.
Yeah, I'm for sure sending you and your man something like I don't care. I'm putting out an album. Like, and I don't care if it goes double copper, but like,
Like,
I just want to say I did it.
double wood out this bitch.
Yeah, fuck it. Like 2 listens. I don't care. And both me. Like I fucked. I fucked with this. Y'all ain't fucking with this.
Nigga, what
I
are
don't
you
care. I'm doing
listening to? Me, nigga. Like,
me.
you don't hear this shit, nigga.
But like, it's for sure. Like, school is missing music, and a lot of like the R&B singers from the '90s came through the church. So I feel like a lot of people aren't going to church anymore because they see the farce. Like,
It's almost as much of a scam as college is.
yeah, it's just college is like a necessary scam, and religion might be like a cult. Like, we don't talk about how like the sustained religions are probably just they started out as cults, probably.
In most cases, probably.
Yeah, like, so you're telling me you're eating a cracker to symbolize eating his body, and you're drinking wine to symbolize drinking his blood? That's not. It's not weird. That's not. We not gonna talk about that. All right, whatever.
So voodoo is witchcraft, but what you're doing, perfectly.
But this,
perfectly fine.
like, doing this to satisfy your sky daddy. That's not like. That's not weird. All right, my bad. I believe in God, trust me, but like the shit y'all doing, like, I don't know. Anyway,
I just had that argument with like one of my friends I was in the military with, and I was just like, bro, like, we condemn, especially young black, because we were having a conversation, and like one of my boys was like, "Oh, my favorite player out for the season." Like after he found out Ja was hurt.
yeah.
So one of my other boys was like, just came in out of nowhere. Like a day or two had went by, and like nobody had replied to the like text message about Ja Morant.
Mm.
And then like out of nowhere, he was just like, "Fuck Ja Morant, he's an idiot." Okay, like,
Okay.
like, where the fuck did that come from? So
Yeah.
like, I was like I questioned the text message, and he was like, "What the fuck are you questioning?" I was like, "How was he an idiot? One, he never did anything illegal. Like, if we're going to refer to like him brandishing his gun on Instagram Live, like that's not illegal."
Republicans take pictures with their entire family, just like loaded up.
That
Like,
was literally like my whole point. I was like, if the nigga was white and he was holding a fucking like hunting rifle, nobody would have said shit.
no.
Like, it wouldn't have been no uproar. But he was like, "Oh, who takes a gun to the club?" It's nigga, everybody.
Everybody.
I was like, bro, like, come on now.
In Memphis? Everybody.
I was like, the nigga is in Memphis where Young Dolph got killed at a fucking cookie store. Like,
And before he got killed, his fucking truck got shot 100 times.
I'm like, bro, everybody carries a gun. I was like, matter of fact, didn't Plexico Burr shoot himself in the leg at a club in
Yeah.
New York where guns are illegal? Like, like everybody carries a gun to the club. Nigga, what are you talking about? Like, so if we gonna judge him or call him an idiot for doing something that wouldn't have been deemed the same way if he was white, then like, I don't know what the like. You lost me there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing it. like now, if he had done something like illegal, like nobody got shot, like he was like, "Oh well, the dummy still went and punched a kid." I was like, "Bro, he was like 19 or 20 when that happened. He was a fucking kid."
Yeah.
Like he was like, "Oh, he still should have known better." And I was just like, "Okay." So at 20 years old, he should have known not to like, and 20 at the oldest, because this was like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he should have known better than to fight a 16-year-old who was at his house. Like, you're not gonna disrespect me, nigga. Like, in my place. Like, and I'm John Morant. Like,
and I think people just forget that, like, we all did dumb shit in our 20s.
Especially at 20 years old.
Because that's what you do when you're between 14 and 20. Is dumb shit.
It's like, nigga, I got kicked out the military at 20 years old for doing dumb shit. And you were 3 years older than me, and you got kicked out around the same time. Like, so how is this where, like, are we not remembering our own past to, like, condemn other people?
Like, it's just, like, no grace at all, you know?
Like, it's like, oh, because he's famous, he should have not been 20 years old.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not jacking that. Like,
and, like, people forget that when you're in a situation, you don't necessarily always have the time to, like, stop and be like, oh, I probably shouldn't be doing this. It's just one thing happens, and then another thing happens, and then another thing happens, and then 2 minutes later, you like, fuck.
Right. Bro, what the fuck did I just do?
What did I just do? Or you roll over in the bed and you like, the fuck did I just do? Like, why is she laying here right now? Like, it's just, when you're young, dumb shit just happens. Like, I mean, it doesn't just happen. You did it. And, like, that's a part of, like, accountability. You did the shit. But also, as we get older, we got to remember that we did dumb shit. And so sometimes grace is needed.
Like, if I was 20 and, like, had guns or needed guns, I'm sure everybody would have known I had said guns.
Yeah. Like, and if I was up $250 million and cameras are on me all the time, like,
and I'm just chilling with my homies, like, we ain't doing shit. We just riding around in the car in my big ass parking lot for my big ass mansion. Look at me, I got my gun in the car. Like, suspended 25 games. This nigga.
That's more of a conversation of like, okay, the first time he did it, yeah, it was stupid. Why are you flashing a gun in a strip club? Whatever. Okay, cool. The second time he did it, it was like, your man's, why is he on Instagram Live? Why do you want to show off guns so bad? Like, what's going on, bro?
But nothing, nigga. I'm 23 years old.
And I'm listening to Young Boy, and he talks about guns, and I got one. Hey, oh shit, you want to laugh? My bad.
And like, I'm from South Carolina, where like I'm sure
it's legal.
If like his dad didn't have guns, his grandfather.
It's an open carry state.
Yeah, like his grandfather had guns, so like.
I'm pissed we didn't get one in North Carolina. It's an open carry state.
They don't, but people don't think like that. Like, it's just like, oh, he wasn't from the hood. Why do he gotta carry a gun?
Because I'm up $250 million. And I don't know what's going to happen.
I wish a nigga would start letting know. I might not even know what I'm doing, but I'm going to protect myself. Nigga, like.
And then people are like, well, get security. Security's not going to, like, risk their lives for me. Like, sure, you know, they are trained and armed. But if shit go down,
their main job is to get me out.
Yeah.
Not to, like, get shot.
Shield. Don't shoot them, shoot me. Like, no, that's not gonna happen.
Them niggas is gonna grab me and try to take me the fuck out of there. But if they get shot in the back or some shit,
guess who got it on them?
Like, guess who blicking back? You know, like,
It's me.
like, John Wick out this bitch.
Yeah, it's just grace needs to be extended. Like, and I've learned that through even like talking to my mom. Like, yeah, she made some mistakes, but like, she was 17 when she had me. Like, when I was 17, I was doing dumb shit. So, like, add a kid to that, like, I wouldn't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah, and like that's like one of my coworkers. Like, she was like, "Yeah, me and my mom have like a weird like relationship," and I was like, "Yeah, you're 19, 20. She's your mom. It's fucking normal.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
y'all will get over it in like 5 or 6 years. Like
Yeah.
once your mom accepts that you are grown and like
Yeah.
you realize like all of the shit that like she had to do for you to get to this point. Like
Yeah.
even if it was hard for you, like it was harder for her. So like,
And she was just trying her best.
like,
Like,
so like it'll take time for you to like really like see that point, but like once you're grown or you have like somebody else to take care of, you'll
yeah.
realize like, oh, like she was really fucking broke, like like,
Making miracles happen.
when she says she ain't have it and when she still stopped at McDonald's to get me some, that bitch really didn't have it.
You realized you had 3 meals a day, but she wasn't eating at all. Like, oh, you hungry? Like, no wonder you're asleep. You hungry as shit right now. Like, yeah,
your body is weak. You're
yeah,
malnourished. Nigga, like get up, get some water, mom. Like,
yeah. Grace just needs to be extended, and that's just an overall policy. You know, like if you're raising little kids and you're pissed that they're like walking slow, they got little legs, like, and they just learned how to walk. Like, chill, grace needs to be extended. Like, but also your 30-year-old coworker who's like been through hella shit is late for the third time. You don't know what they going through, so like, grace needs to be extended.
and that's why, like, even like shit with yourself, like I work with fucking
Yeah,
kids
yeah,
who and raise kids who are like emotionally like fucking scatter fucks.
yeah.
Like 11 to 13 is a terrible age, and like this
Fair.
and like because you got like I'm coaching. I have 4 girls on my team, and this is basketball.
Yeah.
So like I got one girl who's playing because she's like 6 feet tall already. I got one girl who's playing because she likes it, but she doesn't have any like self confidence.
Okay.
And then I got one girl who's playing because her brother plays. And then I got one girl who I haven't met. I got 4 girls on my team from 11 to 13.
Mm.
And it's like, how the fuck? Like, I got a basketball team to coach. Now I'm fucking like a therapist and a fucking dad. Like, it's
Yeah.
like, cause like the tall girl, she'll miss a shot, and it's like, ugh. And it's like, girl, dude, I don't expect you to make nothing.
Yeah.
All I want you to do is try.
Yeah.
Because once you start seeing the ball go in, your confidence is gonna like grow and grow and grow.
Yeah.
But like she missed and it'd be like, shut that up. And then it's like the other girl who like I see it. Like just in her body, she's like, I could play basketball. And then like when she started doing basketball things, it's like, can I play basketball? And it's just like, it's like you're right there. And then it's like I'm trying. Like we've only had 2 practices, so it's like I'm trying not to be hard on them. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like, oh, like I need y'all to understand. Like, I need y'all because like
Yeah.
half of our team is girls, so I need one of y'all motherfuckers to be kind of good. Like, I don't know, I
Yeah.
don't know which one it is, but I need one of y'all to figure this shit out because like two of these boys ain't that good either. So we really running. We really running 3-on-5 right now. I need y'all to figure this shit.
Please.
I need y'all to figure this shit the fuck out. Like,
Yeah.
but like kids, like you have to teach your kids to be like easy on themselves. Like even like Karina, her and Kamari race to school or to the school bus every fucking day, and she's never gonna win. One, because Kamari is actually fast,
Yeah.
but two, because she run like this. She got really short steps. They
Yeah.
just like and Kamari and I'm just like Kamari will give her head starts and everything. Like, all right, go ahead, Karina. Like, I'll see you.
And it's my turn.
And like as soon as he catch up, she just get mad. She don't even keep trying to run. She just be like, he passed me.
Fuck it.
And it's like, no, girl. Like you have to realize, like, one, he's a little older. Like y'all are the same age, but he's a
Yeah.
little older. Two, he's a boy, so he's always going to be a little naturally faster than you.
Yeah.
And then three, you not moving your legs at all. Like I was like, so like I try to tell Kamari, like, she's not slow, she's quick. Like
Yeah.
in tight spaces, she a fucking monster.
Yeah. She's a sprinter.
Like, I be looking at her feet like, girl, if only you knew how to run. Like,
if you was in the Flintstones, you would get every car started.
that should be so funny. I'm like, yo, her feet don't go nowhere. Like she be running in place.
That's interesting that you said that though, because I feel like a lot of the parenting conversation right now is split between I'm sick of like gentle parenting. Why do we have to like respect our kids? And then like, nah, gentle parenting is cool. Like, you just gotta talk to them. You don't gotta beat the dog shit out of them, like for them to understand something.
That should be like a last resort, and then like even then, it should really just be like the thought of it. Like, yo, can you like please start acting like you got some sense before I have to like beat the shit out of you, because you're really testing my patience right now, son. And it's just like,
I mean, I wasn't beat, and I always said I would. I don't think I would ever beat my kids because it just don't
send
like
them into another room, like. Just like, yo, just get the fuck out my face for a second. Like, just like, just please.
It just don't make sense to me. Like, there's so little, and their brains are developing. So, like, yeah, they're gonna fuck up. They're gonna do some shit that you don't like. So you just gonna be like, bitch, I told you. It was like, whoa. Because like, you wouldn't, if you're at your job and you accidentally do some fucked up shit, your boss just swing on you, then you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
So you don't expect that for yourself, a grown ass human being, but you expect to do that for a child. Like, I just don't. It don't make sense to me.
Yeah,
it never did.
And that's why.
And I get it. Like, I get parenting is hard as fuck, and sometimes you just want to smack the shit out of you because it's like I'm frustrated. But then if you say that out loud, you're taking that frustration out on your kid.
Yeah. And I think like that's what like I had to learn that shit the hard way. Like, and I think that's kind of why like I just took a back seat to like parenting with Elijah, because like I was 22 years old. Like I ain't know no better. That shit was like, all right, frustration. All right, this motherfucker won't shut up. like I will beat your ass. Like,
Yeah.
go to sleep, please. Like, just give me give me some time because like. What did we always hear and grow up on? Like, oh yeah, you whoop them, they go right, go one good whooping,
Yeah.
and they go right to sleep. And it's just like, no, you don't
A
have.
belt,
Yeah.
an extension cord, a frying pan,
Like,
like
um,
a whip.
it's like,
Like,
and it's like,
choose your weapon.
it's like, no, like if you just hold them and like rock them and make them feel like comfortable, they will eventually
That might work.
like,
Like,
like like, oh, this is nice, this is nice. Like, but like shit, I probably didn't learn that until Kamari was like 2 years old,
yeah.
because like even with him, it was like, oh my god, this little boy never sits the fuck down.
Yeah.
Like, why are you running all over the place? Like, yo, sit, backhand, sit down, bro. Like, and then it's like as they got older, and then like being with Marina and like all of that shit, it's just like, oh, like raising girls. It's like, oh no, you
Yeah.
don't have to do that. And it's like, you're right. You're right. After a while, but like after a while, it just got easier not to do, like not to even like want to do that. It's just like,
Yeah.
yo, like stop fucking acting crazy. So like I cannot feel crazy, like cause like you running around like you crazy, and what it's really doing is driving me crazy. Like,
But
so
also, I'm a kid. I got energy. What you want me to do with it? Like,
like,
I get like that you are tired, but I am not.
like, hey, just go grab a phone, go sit down in the other room. like, it don't have to result in, ooh, like I'm gonna knock this nigga out.
Yeah.
And then he'll go sit in his room and not bother me because I just knocked him out. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, just go
And
tell
then
him.
you mad when your kid don't talk to you.
Like,
Like, hey, want to have a conversation? No, you just hit me. Like,
why the fuck would I want to talk to you, Mike Tyson?
my favorite bell hooks quote is "Love and abuse cannot coexist." It just don't make sense. You can't beat the dog shit out of somebody and then be like, "I did it because I love you." Like, what? That's not. And then 20 years later, your daughter's like, yeah, he beat me, but I mean, he loved me. Like, that's just not. So what you gonna tell her then? Like, no, that's not. But you did it, and you said because you love me. Like, but that it's not the same. How isn't it? How ain't it the same? Like, it's just it never made sense to me. And like I said, I'm not a parent. I get that people are like, well, I don't want to hear from you if you're not a parent. Well, I can recognize abuse when I see it. Like, you don't have to be a parent to like see shit like
It's
that.
like you can always just have your master's in psychology.
Like, hey man, I don't even like bring that shit up. It's just like, you know what? You're right. You got it. You're a parent. Like, you got some crotch fruit. I get it. Like, it's cool. Like, you're the expert because you just spread your legs. It's fine. It's okay. Like, it's fine. You're right. But anyway, I feel like we went on a very long tangent.
Yeah.
And I don't even know where it started.
Nope. And no topics. None.
Not at all. I
think-
figured this one we would like just riff because we haven't talked like for real.
Yeah.
Like, we text obviously, but like I figured this one would be just us shooting.
Yeah, I kinda knew that too. I was like, and it's no football this week, really. Like,
Yeah.
2 late games, I think.
I mean, yesterday the Texans beat the shit out of the
Yeah,
Browns.
they beat the shit out of the Browns, and we found out that Dolphins actually can't swim.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or at least they're not good in cold water.
Because what was it, 26-7?
Yeah.
All I saw was the clip of everybody doing a terrible swag surf. It was just like, this is the most unseasoned. They were like,
T-swizzle for you.
And then who postponed their game? Wasn't it Buffalo?
Yeah, they play tomorrow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They play right before us tomorrow.
How you feeling about your Eagles? Went out on a losing streak.
I feel like I called it. I feel like I called it before the break. Like, I'm gonna have to go listen to the last episode, but I'm pretty sure I was like, "Yo, I feel like we'll fuck around and like lose to the Giants and the Cardinals for some odd reason." Like,
I remember you said we're either gonna lose one game or lose all of them. It's no in between.
and they was like, "Let's go. We'll lose all of them."
Yeah. Did you watch any of those games?
I feel like I watched all of them.
Shit.
Just from like a distance. Like they were on. I know the Giants game. I was washing dishes the second half, like the whole second half. I just had the computer on and the game was on. But that shit was second, like it was just background noise. I ain't really.
Yeah.
The Cardinals, I feel like I sat there and watched that whole thing, just like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
I was gonna text you and be like, "Thank you," because when the Giants beat y'all, that got us the second pick in the draft.
like,
I was just about to be like, "Thanks, bro."
I was just sitting there. Like, I expected to like lose to the Giants in week 18 or whatever because I expected nobody to play because we had won most of our games. And they were just like, oh no, we're gonna play everybody and still lose to the Giants,
Giants. Yep.
and get our best player hurt after getting our second best player hurt on a screen pass last week on 3rd and 20. So that's how I feel about the Eagles.
I mean, y'all in the playoffs?
Yep. And we're going to lose to Baker Mayfield. Who I've always been a big fan of. I've always been a big fan of Baker. But what the fuck is going on?
I mean, you could be in my position.
I would rather at this point.
The second worst team in the NFL.
I would rather be the second worst team all year than be the worst team for the last 6 weeks. Because you see how y'all can say second worst? Like, we were the worst team for the last... The Bears were better than us for the last 6 weeks of the season.
You in the playoffs, though. The last time we were in the playoffs, I think it was 2007.
The Falcons or the Saints or whoever won the fucking NFC South is in the playoffs. The Buccaneers are in the playoffs. I don't want to hear that shit.
Always got a chance, though. That's the point.
And what?
Winning. It's one game in front of you. It's not a 7-game series like the NBA. So anything can happen.
You know what's not going to happen? Our defense stopping anyone.
Well, that's not true, though. Y'all won 11 games, so they can stop somebody.
Who? Even in the 11 games, I think every team scored like 20 points.
Y'all score more, though. Come on. It's always a chance.
Hey, even if we win tomorrow, we got to play San Francisco.
Them niggas look hungry. They won it.
And they definitely don't mind playing us. Hey, run the white boy right up the middle.
Just keep.
What's the game plan? Just keep running the white boy up the middle.
Could you imagine at the end of the game, nigga, you averaged 12 yards per carry? What?
Shit, that's what fucking Cardinals almost did. That was just handoff. 6-yard run, handoff, 7-yard run. I was just like, yo, they can't. And like, I've met him. James Conner is like a big dude. He was
Yeah.
walking through King of Prussia Mall one day, and like that's a big like, and like he probably 6'2", like 230,
Yeah.
and I was just like, oh shit, like with pads on, y'all niggas really don't be looking like.
Yeah. Nigga got zero body fat content. Just like, how are you that lean?
Like that's not 230 pounds. I know that.
Yeah.
It's no way that's 230 pounds, nigga.
Nigga is a walking muscle.
Nigga, you are huge. But like, I was just like, yo, like, how the fuck can't we like tackle? And then James Bradbury is the worst cornerback ever. Like, and like he can't be that bad, but like it's like every time the person that he guard and catch the ball, tackling is not the first thing that goes through his head. And be like, I'm gonna just hope this nigga run me over and like I trip him or something. Like I have never seen him try to tackle anybody. I seen him like throw his shoulder into somebody's back last week, and I was like,
Nigga was playing love taps.
what the fuck was that? I was like, I could have did that. Like
Yeah.
the play where I think they was getting on somebody about missing the tackle. I feel like dude scored on the play, and like they was getting on the linebacker for missing the tackle. But if you look at James Bradbury, he just like throw his body at the ground. Like he not even like looking. He was most of the reason why the linebacker comes off of the tackle, because the linebacker went up top and he just like shot the gap like between the linebacker and the receiver. And it was just like, nigga, what the fuck were you doing? You didn't even come close to making that tackle.
Like, I'm playing sports ball. What you talking about? Huh? Sports ball? Is that not what we doing?
And it's like I be feeling bad because most of the time now, like that's how I watch our defense, because that's our weak spot. So it just be like I don't even be watching the front four. Like
look at this nigga. Look.
I'll be watching the secondary, and Darius Slay is out, so I know like, all right, team just going to target Bradbury. Let me watch this nigga. Look at this nigga getting fucking toasted. Oh, missed tackle. I knew that was coming. like I just like, bro, like, how are you in the NFL? Like, tackling is a part of the sport. Like, and there's no way you were that good in coverage in college, because like what the fuck happened? Because you be getting toasted too. Like it's not even like you lock down and just like when the ball get ran, like Darius Slay. Like most times when people get on him about missing tackles, it's because the person ran the ball his way. He don't have no problem tackling wide receivers. I like the way Slay tackled when it comes to like his man in coverage getting the ball. But like when they run his way, he'd be like, I ain't tackling no running back. give you one of these, nigga. I hope bear hug. Come here. But like Bradbury, he just like he'd be like, not even. I don't even want to make contact. Let me just. It's a penny on the ground.
Like, it's a chance though.
No. Mike Evans probably have 175 receiving yards.
That nigga is tall, too. Like, he's just lanky. Like, why are you that tall?
I'm a good. I don't even care about our offense, because our offensive coordinator is shit. So I'll say Baker will probably have anywhere from 280 to 340 yards. Mike Evans will probably have 9 catches for like 150. And the score will probably be 27-24
Y'all gonna win.
Tampa Bay.
Oh, gotta have some faith, bro.
Like, if we win, I think it'll be 24-21.
Okay.
I don't think our offense is capable of scoring more than 24 points.
Okay.
But I also don't think our defense is capable of holding the Bucks to only 21 points.
Well, for us, if they hire the Patriots' old coach, I'm gonna be so pissed. I'm going to be upset. I don't think it's gonna happen.
I seen somebody say how we feel about the Eagles signing him, and I'm just like, I've been thinking about it,
Why?
but I would be like very terrified. And the reason why I've been thinking about it, like I've been scared to say it out loud because then shit might happen. But
Yeah.
our defense needs help, and it's one thing that ain't never changed. Is New England defense always been good.
Yeah, but he showed what he can do without a generational quarterback.
But I think we got that.
Very true. And that's why I'm saying
Yeah,
I don't
to
want
y'all, I don't.
And I don't think we are. I feel like this new, like the
Y'all
new
should just
ownership
hire the
team.
enemy.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Why? Like, what is he doing wrong to where he
They,
doesn't get head coaching jobs? Because it's not just them. Like, he's been an offensive coordinator, and they've been saying, "Oh, he's the best offensive
yeah,
coordinator for the last like 4 years," and then you see the fall off in Kansas City's like offense from him
yeah.
not being there. So it's like, what is he doing wrong as a person to where he
I don't
can't get a
know
head coaching job?
because I feel like obviously he couldn't really show what he could do because our offense was shit. Like our line is Swiss
I was about to say y'all
cheese.
offensive
We have a
line is just
terrible
bad.
fucking quarterback who they think is the guy for some reason. He's like whatever. We have a couple great receivers
I
like
like Sam
Terry.
Howell. I think y'all will still draft Drake May or Caleb Williams, but I like the quarterback that y'all have. Like he's not.
I want a Heineke. I keep saying that Heineke came in every single time and showed that he could win games, and they just set his ass on the bench afterwards and told him go fuck himself.
Yep.
After 2 seasons of constantly
I was about
winning.
to say it was like 3 years in a row. That's
Yeah, every time.
because
Like
he replaced somebody else,
our starter kept getting hurt.
and then
He come in, win games, and then they tell him go fuck himself.
yeah, because it was the 1 year he played good. I forget who y'all starter was. He played good, and then the year after that, y'all brought in Alex Smith, I think, and then Alex Smith got hurt. He played good.
He came in, tore shit up,
And then
told him
y'all
go fuck
brought in
himself.
Wentz, and Wentz got hurt.
Hurt. He came in, fuck shit up. They told him go fuck himself. I don't know why.
Yeah. I never understood that shit. And then it was like Chase Young liked them. They told him to go fuck himself this year. Like,
Yeah. I don't know.
y'all traded,
but like I said,
y'all traded Montez Sweat, and he started balling in fucking Chicago.
it's weird. But I do think this ownership team is trying to do better. They just hired a GM, and I like this dude. He was San Francisco's OGM.
Okay.
If they're like latest GM.
If the Raiders don't hire Antonio Pierce, they should not be a football team.
They got to, bro. What he's done with them is fucking ridiculous.
They should not be a football team if they don't hire him. To do this 2 years or 3 years in a row makes absolutely no sense.
That team believes in him.
Fire John Gruden in the middle of the season after giving him 10 years, $100 million, and then your team instantly getting better, and y'all letting go the interim coach, and then you hire bum ass Josh McDaniels who had never won shit.
Nothing.
He had like half of a good season with Tebow, and like that was it. Like he had never done anything. Instead of hiring the guy who just won y'all 6 games in a row and got y'all into the playoffs,
and brought energy to that team because they believe in him.
you gave Josh McDaniels bum ass another 60 million just to fire him in the middle of the season and have another coach win what 5 out of his last 6 games.
Yeah.
If they
If
don't
they don't,
hire that man,
they just like throwing away money at that point.
like, because they still got to pay both of them niggas. That's $160 million allocated to two
Down the drain.
motherfuckers that no longer work for you. So you are paying niggas to not work,
Yeah.
but you won't pay the motherfuckers who are winning you football games.
Yeah. Yeah.
That shit would make absolutely no sense. If I was a Raiders fan, I would instantly like just
Boycott.
like
I'm done.
like, like it would make no sense. Can y'all please move back to Oakland?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't
'Cause I'm
go
like-
to I wouldn't go to any Vegas games. Like we could just move back to Oakland for this. Like y'all moved the team to Vegas to be mediocre. Like
And you said it would make no sense. And then you also earlier asked the question about Eric Bieniemy, like what is going on? Why can't he get a head coaching job? And I don't want to be that dude, but I mean, they black. So like if they don't hire Antonio Pierce, what other excuse do they have?
and the only thing I can think, and it's crazy because they have like a black woman as their GM. So
Yeah.
like, he probably gets the job.
But if not, how do they explain it? Is my point. How do they explain it? You can't. Oh,
Especially not when your best player on defense, like if y'all don't hire him, deuces. Like I'm out.
Yeah.
Like
you can't say we found a better fit because he is the guy. Like to them, to that team, he reinvigorated them.
Yeah.
He got them to the like. He's the guy. You have him right there. He also has a coaching track record. He fucking didn't he coach IGM or one of those like fucking top tier high school teams?
He was a high school coach, and then he coached at Arizona State too.
Yeah,
for a little bit.
And at each level, he had success. Like, and now he's having success. So there is no explaining it, bro.
I also didn't like how fast Washington's coach left in college.
Oh, okay.
That shit was ridiculous. Like y'all just lost the championship 2 days ago.
He was like,
Bama? What? Cool. Deuces.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think he understands why Nick Saban retired. Because he's not half the coach, reputationally wise, that Nick Saban is. So, what recruits do you think you are getting to come to Alabama?
Yeah.
That Nick Saban couldn't get in this NIL era.
I was just thinking about that he really fucking made Alabama a powerhouse school. It's not like it's a destination school like Miami or fucking like it's Hawaii. It's not
Alabama.
There's nothing around that campus. It's just the campus, bro. Like it's not like somewhere to go, but he made that a powerhouse school because of him. So like you said, what recruits are you going to get? You.
Like,
you know?
If he realized that like, oh shit, like this NIL shit is taking kids away from coming to this rundown city.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Tuscaloosa, but like compared
Alabama, bro.
Compared to fucking Ohio State and fucking even Michigan, USC,
yeah.
Like kid, especially if I'm good, I don't have to go nowhere and win. It's college football.
Yeah,
Like, I just gotta go and show the fuck off. Like, and teams, it's football. Teams are going to find me. Like, they're going to see me.
yeah,
So
and endorsements are gonna come. like,
it's kids like the motherfuckers that was famous on the internet that he played for the kid from, I forget what commercial it was, or it was like a meme or something. Like, he got like,
oh yeah, the Popeyes kid.
yeah,
Yeah,
like they just going to give the money out. So it's like I don't have to go to Alabama. I can
no,
go to Texas, like where it's in a city where I know, like, oh, Austin,
a
Texas,
major city.
yeah, it's lit. Like, I ain't got to worry about, like, my name is going to get me where I need it to get me now.
Yeah,
So like, I don't know like how him going to Alabama is going to help or change anything from what he had at Washington, because
because he
Washington,
can't recruit off of legacy. He can't recruit off of reputation. Because what are you going to tell kids? Yeah, we went to I took a team to the national championship, and then I got smoked. like, it's not gonna work. If
and then
you
I
come
and
though,
then
we
I
won't get
and
smoked.
then I left that team immediately.
Right after,
Immediately. Like
for a better job. So if a better job comes, yeah, I'm gonna leave again. like,
like so
that's what kids are thinking.
if we start fucking up, that's on y'all. It's not on me.
I'm out.
Deuces. Somebody was still hiring me because they just saw me take Washington from here to here. Like, so it's like if I can't take Alabama from what it is to like here, that's gonna be on y'all because they already saw me do it.
I don't know what number they gave him, but I don't think it's gonna be worth it for him.
I mean, it had to be relatively big. Like, he left right after a national championship. Like, it wasn't like, oh, national championship. Washington is finding another coach, like, because they lost the national championship, and like it was like, oh, like he just couldn't get over the hump, so we let him go. Like, this nigga lost and was like, I ain't give a fuck anyway. Like,
yeah.
because
My point is this
how
though.
do you
Like,
sign that fast? Like, they had to, like, he had to know, like, that's what he was doing.
his job is essentially relationship building with kids. And after that loss and leaving, a lot of shit he says kids aren't gonna listen to. Like, if when he comes to their home and he tells them, I went to a national championship. Yeah, but you got smoked and then you left. Will you do that? They're not gonna tell him that, but they're thinking, are you gonna do that if I come to your school?
And
like,
even if the kids don't tell them, most times their parents are sitting right
yeah,
there, so the parent will say something like, "Yeah, you did go to a national championship, but then you just left that school right after, like,
yeah.
you
You
was
also can't tell me, oh, Alabama is so amazing, it's beautiful. I've heard of Alabama, like the state.
yeah, like
I've heard of
the
it.
campus might be beautiful, but
yeah,
like, what's gonna
yeah.
happen if I leave campus? Like,
I'm young and I'm black, so like that's two strikes. like,
it's like, son, do you know what I'm stopping you for? Because I'm young and I'm black and my hat's real low. Do I look like a
yeah.
mind reader, sir? I don't, like,
I was not resisting. so like a lot of shit that he says to these kids is just not gonna resonate. I'm sorry. And so,
and
like I said, I don't know the number.
it's not like, unless maybe he was, and like, I just don't know. Like, I don't think he was there for any of Saban's championships, so
I don't think so.
he can't really like live off of that either, because like the kids who are watching and like paying attention to college football can see that like schools like Georgia and
Yeah.
LSU and Washington and Michigan and Ohio State are catching up, if not better than Bama already. So it's like if the greatest coach ever wasn't good enough to be better than those schools, who the fuck are you?
Yeah. If I'm a top 100 recruit, especially defensively, you think I'm not going to Miami? Like, it's beautiful there, nigga. Like, you think I'm not going to Florida State? Like, are you crazy?
Right? Like, oh, Texas, like, because like that's the big one now
Yeah.
because I don't think they have a state tax.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and you see how they got good damn near immediately when the NIL shit started because Texas ain't
Yeah.
been good since like Ricky Williams was there. Vince Young, one of them motherfuckers. Like Texas ain't been good for a
Yeah.
while, but like NIL started, Bijan Robinson popped up out of nowhere. Fucking like they just got back because like shit, yeah, Texas got a long like history
Yeah.
of being a football school, and like I ain't got to worry about like none of my money that I make from my endorsements going to the state. Like that's all me.
I'm getting all the barbecue deals, nigga. Is you
like,
crazy? Like,
uh, like, and that kind of made
sacked like potatoes.
like that kind of made sense as to why like Peyton Manning's nephew went there, like
Yeah.
because he ain't playing for another year because they
Yeah.
quarterback just decided that he was coming back. So
Yeah.
now Texas got, is his name Archie?
I think so, yeah. Have you seen that nigga helmet? Why all of them got that big ass head? Their heads are huge, bro.
Like it's like, but like he sitting on the bench just collecting money because he fucking Peyton Manning nephew. You
Yeah, Archie
trying
Manning.
you trying to tell me he couldn't have went to Tennessee or Ole Miss where Peyton and Eli played
Yeah.
and then been playing probably last year as a true freshman or this year as a sophomore at the least.
Yeah.
But nah, nigga, I'm gonna go to Texas, get my NFL size NIL. like he getting paid more than some NFL players,
Yeah.
and he not even playing. He's sitting on the fucking bench in college.
He probably won't start till his junior year, honestly.
like, so it's just like
He played in a game this season, but it was because they were
they was
blowing them
up
niggas
like
out.
yeah, they was up like 60 or some shit like
Yeah.
that. Like so like he's sitting down just relaxing while making like 2 million a year.
Even if he start his senior year. Like, cool.
like, like NILs is really changing shit for people. Like I would go to Texas Tech before I went to fucking Alabama
Yeah.
if I got a big enough name. Like I'm
And then
not
go into the draft a couple M's up. Like, you can't give me a shitty deal now because I got money in my pocket.
all I gotta do is show up to the fucking combine and show my individual talent. If I'm a wide receiver, I'm not dropping nothing.
Yeah.
Like if I'm a cornerback, I'm gonna have the fastest 3-cone drills. Like it's nothing that like you could tell me to where like it's gonna make me go to Alabama or fucking what's the other one? Even Louisiana, like LSU. Like
Yeah.
I don't really want to go to Baton Rouge. Like, yeah, it's a nice like party. Like if you just go in there to have fun and like enjoy the campus and like the
Yeah.
surroundings of the campus because the campus is in the hood. Like it's in Baton Rouge, so like you're
Yeah.
gonna be able to have fun, but like, is it safe? Like, probably not New Orleans, not the safest city anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just like I could go somewhere where I ain't got to worry about none of that shit. I could collect my check. Same thing in Florida, like you said, Florida State, Miami. Like if I could go to one of these states where like I ain't got to worry about nothing but playing football. Because
Yeah.
once you get an NIL deal, fucking staying on campus don't mean shit. Like
Yeah.
I'm not
You
even.
ain't got to steal crab legs.
Like
You feel me?
even though apparently you can make it to the NBA and still out of fucking Target and shit. Like how the fuck? How the fuck?
Why? You know what?
Had to be a Wizards player, huh?
And I'm so glad I'm not a Wizards fan. Because literally this entire season they have looked stupid. Like from fucking Kyle Kuzma making them do a fucking a fashion show like, to this shit. Like, it's just
Jordan Poole slipping on banana peels.
like, being the worst leader he could ever be.
Them niggas, man.
I mean, his fucking press day photos, you could tell that nigga did not want to be in these. It's just like, he grew the porn stash. He was just like, bro, like, what about my bitches in California, though?
Like, I can't believe this nigga Draymond knocked me into the worst team in the league. Like,
he heard about Brian Robinson getting shot on A Street and was just like, they doing that to athletes? Fuck. Damn it.
let me go
Niggas
out.
is dumb.
Let me go out here and try my best to get the fuck off of this team. Like, that nigga's averaging like 11 points this season.
And like, we started this podcast off with grace should be given. Right? Like, but nigga.
My man went from a splash cousin to a dry ocean. Like,
I don't even know what happened. Like, I mean, he's probably not happy. Like, let's just be real. Like, he's just probably not happy with his situation here.
He gotta wake up every morning and think about that punch. And then realize that he is no longer on the Golden State Warriors. And then realize that he is now on the Washington Wizards. He no longer lives in probably like some nice like rural area outside of San Francisco. And now lives in fucking Maryland or Alexandria, Virginia.
Yeah.
Like he is probably going to fuck through it every morning. Like, yo.
Are the Warriors done?
Yes.
They're done.
They got life as long as Steph Curry is breathing. But
Draymond is not.
But they done. Like
Draymond. And fucking Clay, what happened?
I guess it took a couple of years for the Achilles injury to actually affect him. Like he came,
that nigga.
He came back from it like that first year, and like they kind of eased him in, and it was like, oh, Clay is still looking pretty good. And then last year it was like,
he missing a lot.
It's like Clay kind of look a little off, but they just won the championship. Could have just been the long season, And this year it's just like, oh, this nigga is trash.
He's trash. And I saw somebody saying like, we used to think he was the second greatest shooter ever, and I'm like, well, no, Reggie Miller is still there. Fucking Ray Allen is still there, but it's unanimous that obviously Steph is number one.
Yeah. And because he shot like at less of a clip than Steph, his numbers always look just as
amazing.
Good. like Steph was shooting like 40% from three, but that nigga is shooting 15 threes a game.
Yeah.
Whereas like if Clay shoot 15 threes a game, it's because he had already made like 8 in a row, and he was just like,
the nigga heated up.
he was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just keep shooting, like. But usually Clay is around like 4 for 7. Yeah, 4 for 7 look real fucking good, like.
Yeah.
But,
especially when you're a high-paced offense and y'all running, you pacing the floor, and this nigga is open in the corner. Yeah, it's going to look because he knocking shit down.
like, oh, he got 22 points and he's 4 for 7 from the 3-point line.
Yeah,
that look real good.
Yeah,
but then when you go, oh, that nigga got 16, 2 for 8 from the 3-point line.
Yeah,
the fuck is wrong with Klay Thompson?
Yeah,
nothing really. The nigga just it's a little harder to get that. A little harder to get that shot up. It's not like he was ever super fast. Like, that's the difference between him and Ray Allen. Ray Allen ran the court. Like, Ray Allen was always moving.
Yeah.
Klay Thompson.
And niggas forget about Ray Allen at the Bucks.
Yeah. Like,
that nigga was good.
And Seattle. Like, Ray Allen had the handles, he could dunk. Like, Ray
that
Allen,
boy was good.
Like, he didn't really turn into a shooter until he got to Boston. Like, just a shooter until he got to Boston. But, like, Ray Allen was always moving. Klay Thompson run down the court and find a spot, and he just come on. Like niggas treat Klay Thompson like he was like Ray Allen or Rip Hamilton because
it was
just like, oh, these niggas is running. But most of the time, Klay don't even make it all the way down court.
Yeah,
he like the last nigga getting back on defense, and it get kicked to him, and he's just like, oh. nice wide open 3. Let me knock this one down. He got the prettiest jump shot I've ever seen.
Yeah, because it's like it's steady
up and down. That shit is
it's sturdy as fuck. Like,
bow.
I mean, his legs are literally the exact same every time. Like, his torso is the same every time.
That nigga, he got the prettiest jump shot I've ever seen, but like, I wouldn't put him ahead of Reggie or Ray, like you said.
Fuck no.
Like,
it's just between him not being who we thought he was, and then fucking One Punch Man, like, talking about he want to retire because he can't get his limbs in order. Like, but let your brain communicate to your fist to stop, my nigga. Like, you don't gotta retire.
Nigga, you got your feet in check. Now just stop fucking. You stop kicking niggas in the dick.
Yeah. Like, nigga thought he was in Stomp the Yard. Like, chill, bro. He gotta stop. Like, you talking about him and fucking the coach cried, like, because you can't stop hitting people.
And it's like, nigga, you have like escalated. Like there has been no de-escalation. You went from hitting niggas in the dick to stomping on niggas to knocking niggas out to choking niggas out. Like,
at this point, he's just gonna be John Wick. Like, he's just gonna bring in a gun.
Bro has gotten way too ahead of himself. Like, as far as being like an NBA like bad guy. Like,
yeah, to the point where you're like, man, if I can't do me, I'm just gonna retire. You could just like stop or go to MMA.
Like, bro, like, when you think about it, how many times did we see Rasheed Wallace choke somebody out? like that question in itself is fucking hilarious. Because, nigga, they playing basketball.
How does this happen?
seen two niggas get choked out. They both played for the Timberwolves.
That don't even happen in street ball. What the fuck?
And yet somehow Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns have been choked out in the last 4 years. Because you gotta remember, Ben Simmons choked Karl Anthony Towns out when they was in Philly that one. He had Karl Anthony Towns on the ground tapping out.
I kind of understand that though. Cat is weird to me. Like he has like several different voices.
One of them is real sassy.
Yeah. So I kind of understand wanting to choke a nigga like that because it's like, who are you? Are you an alien?
I remember when I seen that video, I was like, see, this is the Ben Simmons that Philly always wanted. Just choke a nigga. Just choke a nigga out.
Nigga goes 0-0-0, but fucking 15 chokes. Good. That's what we needed you for.
Just be a bully, nigga. You are 6'10" and play point guard.
Nigga, stat line is just straight zeros and then 2 flagrants. Like, what the fuck?
0 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists.
3 hands thrown.
Double ejection. Double ejection. Nigga got kicked out and ran back out there. Got kicked out.
He's back again. Fucking wrestling. Announcers just come out of nowhere.
Number 25 is running back out onto the court.
It's not a table. Oh,
Ben Simmons turned the Sixers game into ECW.
All right. My fucking cheeks hurt. We gotta stop. We gotta stop. Please tell me you got a closing song.
I got no disrespect to Karl Anthony Towns. Just be careful out there, man. Closing song, I'm actually going to go to 21's album. Play that joint with Dirt. People instigate that like a lot of the bars was like about kind of like a lot of the snitching bars, and like I feel like some of them were, but I feel like most of them were directed to Buddy that's been on the stand for the last like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Like that. That how you go from a co-defendant to a witness bar. That was definitely aimed towards Buddy.
Yeah.
Gunna ain't had to say shit.
Yeah. I mean, other than yes, ma'am.
Yeah, like he just answered like, "Do you understand what do you understand? Yes, I understand everything. Get me the fuck up out of here."
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Buddy is sitting there and just telling it all. He is over there killing them softly. Like,
yeah.
That shit is hard to like. It's just like, bro, please just stop saying his name. Just like, lie. Fuck it. Like, please. Like, because if you don't, then we don't get no more of these jobs. I did not know that. I was like, yo, this shit? Like, when I saw it, I just thought it was like, for me, it was like, oh shit, he gave Thug Girl a look on the album. That's fire. And then I got to the song, like, and I was like, oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah. You should listen to her music. Like, she's really good.
No, I planned on it. Like, I was like, yo, like, her voice is fire.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just thought she was young girl. Like, that's all I ever, like, I I'm not going looking for like new women to listen to like that. And then I didn't know she was a singer. I thought she
Yeah.
was a rapper too. So
No, no, no.
I was like, oh, this shit is wonderful. Like I'm going to listen to her music now. Like,
You know, I mean, R&B is like my chef's kiss, but like, yeah, she's really good. Well, y'all, this has been another episode of the True Line Across the podcast. I've been Quan.
and I'm Scoob.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.